save, build a, build a, build a, sound money, sound money. All right, this is Ugly Old Goat, and it's Jober. Joe Biden finally threw in the towel, and I think it became mainly a national security issue. But that's what's happened. What's coming up is I understand uh, Donald Trump is going to be speaking at one of the major Bitcoin conferences here in Nashville. So that's coming up on Saturday. That's something to keep your eye on. Although I don't think he's definitely an inflationist, and I'm not sure he's. I don't like politics coming into Bitcoin at all. Even I was not excited about when Bukele made it into legal tender. Uh, which, by the way, I don't know if anybody caught it, but on his speech, he did mention about, and it seemed like he was implicating Bukele directly that they lowered their crime, but they of course arrested and incarcerated most of the MS-13. But he also seemed to indicate that they've been sending a lot of them, or at least a lot of them that have not been locked up, have been crossing the border illegally. Now I don't know if it's a matter of policy or not. But I thought it was, you know, uh, Trump does tend to exaggerate things, and so, but it's something I think we should pay attention to. Hey, I wanted to draw attention. I just did I think it's a major article, although it's very short, and basically it outlines one of my mentors. He passed on before Bitcoin in 2008. And I always refer to him in my writings on the promise of Christian economics, which is an article I came across, and John was an old friend of mine. I kind of outlined in the article, but I was always left up in the air because this is such a great article. This promise of Christian economics. You can hit the link here. Here, I'll hit the link so you can see it. There it is. And where do I go back now? This one, yeah. So you can hit that link and see that article. But it always left me at a loss because he gave a foundation, but I didn't know where to take it from there. And I've started this advanced trading uh, uh, boot camp, and I haven't been actively promoting it yet because I'm still developing it. I'm now working on week 7, the outline. But during week 5, I do have one student, and I used his link, and he went and we meet once a week, and he said, "Yeah, I really appreciated those lectures on John Robbins on economics." And I said, "What lectures?" And and as soon as I saw them, I just got all excited about them, and I started listening to every one of them. And there they are. I got 2 links. One's all of his sermons, but the most important ones are right here. It's called The Introduction to Economics. Guys, if you want a free economics uh, course that's based on the Bible alone as the Word of God, or sola scriptura, this is the one you want to take. John was a top-notch scholar. He developed the axioms, and he legitimately criticizes, the Austrian economists Menger, uh, Mises, and Hayek, and because they really don't know, they admit that they don't have a system of truth, that they have these axioms, and an axiom is an unprovable starting point. And there's been attempts at Christian economics before, but none of them have started with what I believe is the sound premise, and that is sola scriptura, that the Bible alone has a monopoly on truth. And I was just listening. One of the ones that I would listen to right now is this one on marginal utility. So hit that one if you want to learn a little bit. And all of these are good. I mean, and they kind of go in order. This is a series of lectures that were done in 2006. John Robbins passed on in 2008. But with this article, I am starting a Telegram group that are interested. And I realized a lot, I'll have a lot of secular followers, and you may not be interested but as an intellectual, you should be interested in at least their point of view. Just as a Christian, I'm interested in Keynesianism, Marxism, and the Austrian School of Economics, and of course, uh, Christian economics most closely follows the Austrian school, but not for the same reasons. And I think you'll find this enlightening. But I want to point this out to you. It's a lot here. Enjoy it. So let's go back, and let's go back to Bitcoin now. I wanted to share uh, where we are, and here we are. We're guys. Let's go look at this daily chart. I am net short in here. I sold it. I sold it. Is this a daily? No, this is gold. I don't want gold. Excuse me. I want Bitcoin. All right. And I need to go to the daily. Okay. This is what I was looking at, and the reason I'm short is we have this 9, of course, that we had, and now we've got this, what I call a red 1, 2, 3. After you have a green 9 like this, I always like to sell in this pattern here. Now, that doesn't mean we're going down, but I think it's a relatively low risk trade to do it, and I want to just outline the reasons. Also, you can see my trades, my position, if you go to the guild section, and you can see there I am. And I have other followers. I recommend you publish your trades because we're accountable to each other. And here's my position right here. I have a very small position on, but I'm net short. And if you want to join the guild, I do not allow you to. I did have it open to the public, and it's not fair to my subscribers. So I do require that if you, yeah, if I have these 5 people waiting for approval, and I'm not approving them, you have to at least purchase the Bitcoin equity trading start kit. Pardon? Hit done. Okay, and invite people or invite. Okay. Okay. I wonder what happens if I do this. I'm going to see what happens. I'm just curious. Oh. Okay, I don't want to do that. So anyway, I'm done. But anyway, I have to get the message out more. You can see my trades without taking the boot camp. I don't recommend that you follow my trading at all because you want to develop your own trading methods. But if you want to see my positions, they are they are publicly available. But you must go here and get the start kit. And if you do that, then and you email us, say, hey, I bought this, and then we'll let you have access. But I'm not going to give my trading away. I'm too good a trader to give this stuff, that proprietary information, out for free. Let's go look at some other things that are going on here. Oh, I wanted you to where's that? The one on, okay. Can you, the chart that I just sent you? Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to share this with you guys. This showing that the miners are selling this rally. And again, what I teach, and you have to get into your head that futures markets and derivatives are made for hedgers. As you build your HODL, you now want to learn how to do hedging, and this is one of the other strategies that I'm teaching in my boot camp at the last part, and working on that part now. But miners use it because now I don't, every miner is different, and but they're selling this rally, they're selling into it, and mainly they're doing it. I mean, you hedge not because you know where the market's going, but it's to protect yourself so that you get your cost of production back, and so that's where we're at. And that's why I also recommend that you go listen to this on this lecture right now with that chart. I think if you listen to this uh, lecture on marginal value, marginal utility, it will open your minds up of what true how we've mistake. I mean, economics is a relatively new phenomena. It's a discipline that is less than 150 years old, and so the idea, and there's been many attempts to develop a Christian economics, but I think nobody accomplished the task of laying the foundation until John Robbins came around. So anyway, that's where I want to take you. So I want to show you. Let's see, anything else I want to cover today? Boom. Okay. Again, we on the weekly. I get bullish whenever when we went through the 63, 770, 50. That's the 2 week high. When we went through that, I'm no longer. I consider this an uptrend now. So I'm trading, being short this market, lightly short, is kind of contrary to the trend, but everything lines up that this is a good time, a low risk time to be a seller. And yeah, I'm not looking for a big move down. I'd be very surprised. I kind of at 40,000. I thought we would break below 40,000 before we'd go up. That's still not out of the picture, but I think it's very unlikely. Okay, I got somebody. All right, Joe's biological father wrote a poll out. You said the same thing. What did you say? That's what she said. Okay. Okay, I'm in the U.S. and have traded for a while. Yet another has stopped me from trading leverage. I made a new account with VPN, and now they want to. Do you recommend anything or a good platform? I don't recommend platforms. I trade on BitMEX because they weathered the storm. I've also had nothing but good experiences. When they've screwed up, they've always made good on their screw-ups. They've actually returned customers' funds. They did on my account on a couple of occasions, and this was years ago. They haven't had these problems that I'm aware of for the last few years, but when they were building the platform, they did. So I've heard, I would recommend that you. Well, I just don't make any recommendations. I mean, some people use Bybit. There's this BitGet now that's a new exchange, but it's very. I just don't want. I just don't do that. You have to figure that out on your own. I do not recommend Coinbase. I can tell you exchanges that I don't want and do not like, but I don't. And I personally prefer BitMEX, but that's my bias. I mean, they're known, proven, but you can't trade there if you're a U.S. citizen. So they just, they're unfortunately, if you're a U.S. citizen, they cut you out, and that's the whole thing. And actually, I don't trade there. I trade. My wife is Mexican and everything. She's the trader here. So. All right. Anything else I need to do? You have a strong seasonal again. We can look at these seasonals. Where are they? Where's the seasonals? Here? I don't. I don't use Chrome. That's why. Okay. All right. Okay. Here's your seasonal. Again, all these indicate the same thing. We have a very strong seasonal to make a low between August and October. Okay, this is really a great guide. So a break would not be surprising at all. It would be very seasonal. Now, the problem is the way I measure trend, we took out that 2 week high. If you do get a contra-seasonal move, they're huge. And when a market goes against what it normally does, I mean, it explodes the other way because it catches everybody off guard. Gold is the same way. Gold tends to make its lows during the first 2 weeks of August. So we're approaching that. Now, I don't know, it seems like Bitcoin in that sense very closely follows the gold market. Now, the reasons behind it, you know, I know why we did it in gold. I have no idea why there's a tendency to do that in Bitcoin, but there's a very strong tendency for there to be a bottom in August or some kind of a break. All right, so that's it. Let's go look. Hey guys, I'm offering through the end of this month, because it's not complete yet, if you want to sign up for the boot camp, I'm offering 20% off. It's $15,000. Take $3,000 off of it. It's $12,000. I'm adding some new features to it that I'm experimenting with it now. I'm working. If you look at this, here's the breakdown week by week, and it's also in an article here. And before you sign up, you do need to read this article. It's called Advanced Equity Trading. It outlines everything and why I'm doing this, and I'm not offering this to everybody. You know, if you don't have you know, if you're not well established, all the stuff that I teach, okay, is available on the website. You just have to dig it out. It's a lot of work, but you can do it. If you want it made a lot easier, then you have to pay for it. And again, you'll have my consultation for 8 weeks, one day for an hour every week. But you need to go through this questionnaire. And if you, like I say, if you sign up between now and the end of the month, I am offering a 20% discount. And you become a member of our trading group, or not, we call it the Trading Lounge. And you get a wealth of information there, and not just from me, but from other successful traders. And so, well, I'm done. I don't think there's anything else I want to cover. I think we've covered it. I want to keep this short. We'll be back here tomorrow. And happy trading. Manage those funds. Remember, it's never too late for Bitcoin. And where's that? This one? No. What? This one?
No. Further down. Keep going.
I don't know.
The other way.
I don't know.
Right.
Is that it?
There it is.
All right.
Oh.
No, that's not it. At any rate,
You closed it.
all right. So we'll get this together. All right. Bye-bye, guys.